Exactly. Hey, check it out. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. You feel me? Hey, gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. We disagree. We can move on, or we can still be here. But we always got to be strong. You feel me? We can talk about it. We can debate about it. But like I say once again, gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Lecrae just went on the Breakfast Club. Had a dope interview. Right? Amazing interview. Like I tapped in. You feel me? Before I even got off, excuse me, before I even went to go do what I had to do as far as what I had to prep, what I was going to talk about today, I listened to that interview. And I like certain parts of that interview where he was just keeping it real. Like, bro, we all moving as far as being in life, bro. The game is going to test you, bro. It's going to test you. We can say it in our heads all the time, like, all right, bro, I'm not going to do this. I do it all the time. Okay, discipline. I think the key to life, to me, bro, is discipline. I out-disciplined you, if that's the correct way of saying it, bro. Like, I have more discipline than you, but I'm using hood terminology in a sense. You feel me? Urban terminology, not terminology, excuse me. Terminology. I out-disciplined you, meaning, you feel me, I have more discipline than you. So, when Charlemagne brung up the whole situation as far as Kendrick mentioning him, and he let it be known, like, hey, talking about Lecrae, he was like, bro, like, I'm grateful for the shout out, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was kind of conflicted as far as even writing, for even responding. Now, mind you, it wasn't a response because I know a lot of people, especially with, I hate to say it, with this new, you feel me, flow, this new traffic that we coming in as far as what is called hip hop, right? Or just in general. This is how we get down. These new people coming in trying to change the rules. Oh, no, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. Bro, who are you? So what he basically was saying, like he said, man, it's a whole bunch of clout chasers, and like, bro, it's not even worth responding. But Charlemagne made a good point because he said, bro, he did ask you a question, and that's why he felt he should have responded, in that sense. Now, mind you, his one of his friends, you feel me? I'm not sure if it's his best friend, but one of his boys was like telling him, bro, that's an alley hoop. You feel me? He mentioned your name. And right now it's booming. All the lights is on him. Right? Why not? And just segue real quick, right? Hopefully I can get back to my point. But like I say, I'm off the gravitation. This coming in the game nowadays, right? You feel me? It's looked at as clout chasing. I struggle with that a lot. I'm not gonna even lie. I struggle with that a lot as far as like clout chasing or just being an MC. That's what it's built off of. That's what it's built off. Especially if someone throw that in your face and be like, oh, you don't do nothing. What? Okay, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some lyrical spit, bro. Kumo D, bro, going after Busy B. Yeah, he had admiration. Like, he rock with him. He know he booming. But when you tell somebody like, nah, bro, we can't let you get the stage because they gotta go. Like, y'all stuff is whack. So now that I think about it, bro, a lot of these DJs or promoters might be instigators. Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, like, nah, you ain't doing numbers like him. That will make you go into your bag to, you feel me, getting the writing. You feel me? And coming up with your best skills. Now, mind you, I'm not saying this is Drake and Kendrick's situation. I'm not saying that. We already know how that took place. So, you feel me? If you don't know, then go ahead. It's there. You know what I'm saying? But I lived it, you feel me? And I realized what was going on. I'm not saying that's their case, but I'm just saying just in general. You know what I'm saying, bro? You throw names out there like 50 Cent on how to rob. For anybody to respond back. For anybody to respond back. Interbody, that's not anybody. You feel me? For anybody to respond back, that was a plus for him. Eazy-E said this a long time ago, and also we also got to see Eazy-E say this. Shout out to Jason Mitchell, you feel me, that portrayed the character in the 2015-2016 NWA biopic. All publicity is good publicity. So however I can market myself or whatever the case may be, bro, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. Now, today, it's kind of looked at like a little bit bad. I wanted to see if Easy, rest in peace to Easy, I wonder if he was here today, I wonder would he still be going with that same concept. But it does make sense. Like you said, if it wasn't for that letter, you get what I'm saying, you know, getting sent by the government, telling them like, bro, you can't perform this song. Not saying that they wouldn't have blown it. It happened. Like that transit, it helped them catapult to where they at now. Like, damn, you got the attentions of them. Like, bro, they don't even know what we got cracking over here. I mean, they do know, but not in depth. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, what Lecrae was saying as far as hearing the music, and he did write the verse, and he did what he had to do, right? He was basically just explaining, like, hey, salute to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, I wonder what Lecrae would do. Not really so much seeing like, okay, like he's better than everybody, but how he transitioned, like how he made his life into a different path. You know what I'm saying? Or at least trying, because what I got from this information from Lecrae, he was basically saying like, bro, I'm not even, nobody's perfect, but I still struggle through the woo-wops too. I still go through them. But his rebuttal was basically saying like, bro, we can't watch the party die. Because if we watch the party die, that would be a lie. In the sense of, well, I will be going too. In you. And I feel him. When he say it like that, I get where he coming from. No lie. But I heard the song already, we'll watch the party die, right? To go back to do another review, which is almost already on this as far as what Kendrick was saying. The second verse, I'm not going to break it down, you feel me, thoroughly, but the second verse, to me, I think that was the whole point of the song. The second verse. Everything else, I'm not going to necessarily say is fillers, because we do need to better ourselves. You feel me? Regardless. It doesn't matter. And I'm not just talking about one race, but at the same time, we know who the target, we know who get fed in propaganda and how it's supposed to be. But I think that second verse is what Kendrick was talking about, bro. Real talk. Starting wars, bro, and you ain't had nothing was going on. You feel me? It's just so much that to cover in that situation. You feel me? Radio personalities are pushing this agenda. Now mind you, I understand what y'all probably be looking at like, bro, they been doing that. That ain't no excuse. But at the same time, wasn't nobody dying like how they dying now when it comes to our generation. When it comes to our music, our culture, and our generation. Now it's easy to be like, well, bro, stop acting a fool, and we might not be able to report. That's the point where Kendrick was talking about. I think it's time to watch the party die. If it's in the street, leave it in the streets. If it's in the streets, leave it in the streets. It doesn't need to be on CNN where we're talking about what's going on in Israel, terror that Trump got it cracking right now. You feel me, with Canada? Oh, and just real quick, my bad, bro. We ain't getting no material sent to our warehouse. I ain't gonna say where, you feel me, where I'm at, but bro, they probably cut us out. They like, oh, y'all want a trip like that? Okay, no problem. We got you. We got you. Real talk. I'm just saying the trailers is getting low because Trump is on one right now. Now, mind you, I'm not really into politics like that, but at the same time, from what I'm seeing and what I witnessed after, so much stuff that's being happened, you can kind of tell like, oh, this is why the inventory is getting low. Like I said, I could be wrong. But anyways, let's get back to the subject of what I was saying, bro. That second verse is pretty much what I'm saying. I'm not saying Lecrae is wrong or he looked at it different. What I'm thinking, my opinion, bro, is that second verse, that sums up everything. It's not really so much about pill popping and partying. Yeah, you want to stop that, but, scamming and all of that. Yeah, you want to start that. You want to stop that. But the thing is, bro, if the radio personalities, right, or media, vlogs, whatever you want to, if they don't highlight this stuff, there's no way it's going to get pushed. I'm going to be real. If they don't highlight this stuff, it's no way for it to be pushed. Y'all got to remember, bro, we're expressing ourselves. So this is what we might feel at the moment. At this moment, this is how I feel. At this moment right now. Seconds, minute, hours, day. At this moment, this is how I feel. Come tomorrow, it's not saying it's fake. No, it's emotionals. It's emotions that's going on, you feel me, especially within our community. And it's emotions that's going on too in, you feel me, 30 miles up, you feel me, what is that, north on the one way. So we understand that. So we just reporting it. But at the same time, that's us expressing ourselves. Now, when y'all jump on it and double down and boost it a little bit more, you see what's happening. Now, mind you, I totally understand what y'all saying, bro. Because I'm the same way too. You mean to tell me you can't talk about something else, or you can't? No. When these kids are 17, 18, 19 years old, they get their first check because of a TikTok song or because of a song that's hot, that's blew up. And now you expect them to go into the field and be able to speak on his... And I'm not even just talking about people of my kind. I'm talking about all race, all walk of life, right? Expect them to really learn their history and put that in their music at that. That's a bonus. If you 16, 17, 18, 19... no matter what race you are, bro, and you speaking about your history, you feel me? In a positive way. You get what I'm saying? Not glorifying the negative, but in a positive way. Like, if you're able to do that, bro, that's dope. That's dope in my opinion. That's super, super dope. That's super dope. And, like I said, bro, I wonder what Lecrae would do. Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. I think he's seen that, because you got to remember, bro, he's been... What the fuck was that? You got to remember... My fault about that. I don't know what. You got to remember, bro, Lecrae and Dot been on each other 10 plus years. 12 plus years. They've been knowing each other, right? So... he probably seen the side of Lecrae that we didn't get to see. You feel me? And I'm not trying to throw Lecrae under the bus, but he's very vocal about that and very transparent. So, not trying to throw him under the bus, but he know how it was back then. And now he see his growth. That's why he wasn't no shot or anything. I wasn't even hearing online that he was taking shots. You feel me? But no, it wasn't even no shots at all. Hey, I wonder what he would do. You feel me? I want to be empathetic, my heart like, and that's real, bro. And that's real. I understand where you're coming from on that. But who's to say? No disrespect. How do you know? Lecrae might not have all the right answers, but the path that he's choosing, it seems like to me that's where he want to go. But once again, I'm gravitational with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Like I said, man, watch the party die. Lecrae was just on the Breakfast Club this morning, and they spoke about that subject. And, you know, I salute where Lecrae was coming from, but at the same time, I think it's a little bit more deeper. This is my opinion. It's not really so much on the lifestyle of a rapper. I think it's more so on... the BS that's going on with the rappers that you troll and make an incident bigger than what it is. That's what I'm speaking of, right? Because like I said, we could easily be like, well, that's your fault. Like I said, that's our stuff. So let our stuff be over here till we figure it out. You airing it out is not making it better. Gravity.